Grenada, Carrico, Pity, Monaghan, the rest of the world, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Life program. People, this is where it all happens. We're talking about the good, we are talking about the bad, and the Mikey. Things that you're hearing tonight, we'll be hearing it for the first time on this program. Or some things that you've heard before, you will be hearing it from a different perspective. We do not follow anybody and we don't have a horse in the race. So as well, you get your news undiluted, uninfluenced, unbiased. You know what I mean? Earlier, we have a few things to tell all you about. Last night was a nice program and we're going to make it nice tonight again. 2 of 3 temporarily closed schools to reopen. We're going to talk about that. Grenadian bodybuilders doing well. Last night we told you we're going to elaborate on that tonight. Lotto workers protest today. We're going to share that with you. We have an update for you as well to information that you probably have heard. Worrying message from a Grenadian student currently in Barbados. Dad marries a daughter, have sex with her after allegedly killing a man together. That's in the US. So we're going to tell you about that as well. Citizens clash with police in pre-election protest in Dominica. We're going to share that with you. And as well, leading fireman and sportsman killed in Belize. We'll talk about that. And we have an entertainment piece for you. Very interesting entertainment piece for you. All right, guys. So we have that and more for tonight on tonight's Mikey Live program. Brace yourself, people. Tonight is going to be interesting. Alright, so all you, when we come back, it will be real news in all you Lily Lolo. Stay tuned. We want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. That is channels 10 and 11 on cable TV.
Deals are available all week long. Shop now for amazing Black Friday prices Monday 18th to Saturday 23rd November only at Courts. Nobody does Black Friday better. Courts, bringing value home.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Grand St. George.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, that misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan the Entertainer. From Barbados, Rick from Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price: kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island: Grenada Optical, Grand Anse and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kitten's Pharmacy, Grand Anse, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You, yes you, we welcome you to a new era. Genesis. 31st December 2019, All Year's Night, featuring the headline band from Antigua, the original Burning Flames. Burning Flames. burning flame, plus more. Live at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Get your early bird tickets. 80 EC. Couples early bird tickets. 150 EC. Online at gotofab.com and your regular ticket outlets for a new era. Genesis. You. Yes, you.
All right, welcome again to everyone tuned in. I realize that Facebook is having some issues, but that's all right. We're not only on Facebook. You can check us out on YouTube, Mikey Hutchinson on YouTube, or Mikey Live on YouTube, and as well, you can check us out on channels 10 and 11 on cable. Now, we are going to enter into the news for tonight, and the first thing that we need to tell you about, I'm accustomed to giving you your notices with regard. Wait, no, I'm not ready for you yet, man. With regards to Grenlec, of course, they are, doing their maintenance work and so on to make sure that the service that they provide to you is of high quality. So they go from community to community to upgrade their system. And so yesterday they were in Carriacou and some parts of St. David's. I think it was in Coles Gap. And they just want you to know that whenever you see the guys and they was not in Coles Gap. What day they were in Coles Gap again? I think that was on the 12th. Yes. But anyway, whenever they are, you'll see that the guys are in the area and you'll see they are actually doing maintenance work. And so they just want you to know that, all right? And it's all in an effort to upgrade service to you, all right? Now, the next man can come on my screen. Me partner, you understand? Me old dog, me soul, yeah. You understand? Now, Glenelg has been doing really good, it seems, and they recently received an award. Glenelg Springwater team. They say that they're honored that they have once again received the award for the People's Choice, the People's Choice Award for Service Excellence. You understand? Glenelg is the winner of this award for the third consecutive year, from 2017 to 2019. You see that the Glenelg Springwater team would like to say thank you to the general public who continue to believe in them by supporting them and continuously voting for them for this prestigious award, the People's Choice Award for Service Excellence. I think the GIDC, I think they had a nice little award and thing. You understand? So they organize. Yeah, I mean, big up Afia and all of them, people in Glenelg who do whatever they had to do. Yeah, understand? Anyway, we had to get some water on the program, eh? Don't play all the thing, any shot and all, yeah. Make sure you bring water on the program, top class water. Yeah, I mean, and the program. Anyway, so they have won the People's Choice Award, and we would like to join the rest of Grenada in wishing you congratulations. I've drank water everywhere, and trust me, Glenelg water is superior. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, it's superior. Watch me dog on the thing, so yes, you're telling me. Anyway, we're moving on. Earlier, the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, is that 2 out of 3 temporarily closed schools to reopen. Now, the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information informs the public that school resumes for the St. Andrew's School for Special Education and the Grenville Pre-Primary School on Tuesday. The Boga Secondary School, however, will remain closed as efforts are still being made to rectify the electrical problem that they have there. All right. And the ministry said that they would like to apologize for any inconveniences caused. They say stakeholders will be duly notified for any further updates. Them children don't mind, I'll apologizing too. Them children don't mind. Them children having a map in a mass. You understand? Anyway, last night we were telling you that, due to time, there are some stories that we couldn't go through and gave our commitment to go through them tonight because they were not really time sensitive. And one such story is that our Grenadian bodybuilders, you know, they have been doing fairly well, you know. It's just that you don't hear a lot about it, but they have been doing very well. And so the LSF Classic Bodybuilding Competition, it was held on the 16th, that was on Saturday. You understand? In Anguilla. They say that it was a success for Team Grenada because Linton Jones, he won the bodybuilding category. Luther John came second in the same bodybuilding category. And Corey Wilson, who represented us well with the tough physique category of the competition, are all happy to have represented our country. They say they are very proud that these guys have earned, you know, this. And this is now a benefit to their hard work. You understand? So all join me in bigging them up. The team was accompanied by Shakim Park. Now I'm looking for a personal trainer, but I want a lady to personally train me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm looking for a personal trainer, and so that we can put some flesh on the bone. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? I find I mean like a thing downstairs there and a thing, and I'm trying to you know, do me like a business, and then I find, you know, yeah, I mean, I don't know what a man does do yet, because if I'm doing, you know, sometimes you're doing exactly what a man doing and it just can't build. Yeah, I mean, anyway, life don't fair. So big up to the guys, you guys, big up all the whole self-funding. You know what I mean? Yes. So, yeah, boy. All right, folks. So, we're moving on. How we looking for time? All year. Lotto workers, boy. They've been protesting. Well, they had industrial action, but it was on a more mild level. But no, Papa. They gone out, man. So they were out in the street today, and they were chanting and thing, you know, beating the little drum and the little tinga-linga, ticka-licka, ticka-licka, ticka-licka. Oh, you didn't jump in, so yes, right. Ticka-licka, 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 ticka-licka. You know what I mean? They say they want their money. You understand? Little salary increase and all those kind of business. They need that to be regularized. They say all this is part of the board's failure to comply with promises that was made to them. They are calling for salary increases and the regularization of some of the workers who have been on probationary status, if you understand what I mean. They say a couple years ago an agreement was signed. You understand? But to no avail, they ain't seen the results of the signature. It had been. So they're saying, yo, it's time for us to fix that business. So the Taiwan thing was there today, twine making it up. You know? We have Mr. Amika George. He has been working with the company for about 11 years. And he's saying, listen, you don't find the workers are being treated fairly.
Today because we feel that the NLA board has, well, treated us badly basically. Some years ago an agreement was made to keep on upgrading workers periodically, and they failed to do so. And we're out here to remind them that this is something that they agreed upon. We also feel that, well, personally I'm wondering if the board knows what's happening, if they're actually concerned about what we're going through. And then we have 3 workers who are yet to be regularized and treated as NLA workers should be treated. That and the fact that they failed to honor an agreement which they've already made is making us feel that, well, we don't exist to the board. And, well, personally I am wondering if we have a board. They don't communicate with us, and the way they treat us is like we're less than nothing. So right now we're asking for action. Fix the situation with the NLA workers now, please. We work for it, and we need it.
So yes, so fix the business, they say. You know, they want to see things happening, you know. So they say, well, you know what's going on, well, here what's going on. We will take to the streets and things like that until we get satisfaction. No,
periodically, and they fail to do.
Sorry, they were supposed to meet with the Labour Commissioner today, this evening. Well, they have met, and according to my sources, no agreement was met. So in other words, you would find that they will be protesting again, possibly tomorrow or Thursday. What tomorrow is? Thursday? Wednesday? Yeah, so you might, yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday, so you might see them out tomorrow or Thursday or so, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy. I find the industrial climate heating up, boy. Wow, boy. You're telling me. Also, what we find is that today there was more protest again happening in Tam CC. The TA Mary show come, listen, one of them instructors there show me a piece of paper, $15,000. They say, you see what they owe me? And they don't want me to fight for that, Mikey, but I'm fighting. Retroactive pay, is it? What was it there? Anyway, I forgot, boy. Yeah. But anyway, they say increments, that is what it was. Increments owed to them for years. You understand? And they have not received a salary increase for years too. And they say, oh, this time they want their money too. They say no cash, no class. No cash, no class. You know what I mean? So they're beating it like a drum and thing today too. They come outside with it like a placard and think they've been doing this. You understand? How long? I don't know. And the budget presentation is tomorrow. But tomorrow is, yeah, the budget presentation is tomorrow. You know what I mean? So let's see how things go work out with Papa. Cause I real find things real heating up in the place in truth, boy. What? Speaking of heating up earlier, before coming out on the program, coming out today, I received a message, an urgent email from a Grenadian currently in Barbados. And the individual was basically saying the situation is dire there. I am a Grenadian student. Says this person currently studying at the University of the West Indies. Cayville, Barbados. Today is the second day of an entire country blackout. And as well, no water. Yesterday, the country was faced with a water outage lasting 6 to 7 hours. And an electricity outage for 14 hours. I also live on halls. Frank Worrell Hall to be exact. There are no generators to power the various blocks, and 2 large empty water tanks rest comfortably, perhaps for decoration. In this letter, the person says, it is unbelievable that we, not only Grenadians, but regional students, are bombarded with the inefficiencies. We are paying over $3,000 plus Bajan for lack of resources necessary in situations like these. It says, sadly, many of us are plagued with food, meat, fruits, and vegetable spoilage as a result of the abrupt electrical blackouts. Goes on to say that many of us, we have not eaten for more than 24 hours, as each block is equipped with electrical stoves. Those of us who have eaten have either consumed spoiled or cold foods. It's a Grenadian. This message was sent today. You understand? Up until this hour, the individual says the relevant authorities have done nothing to assure us of clean, drinkable water and the provision of generators. Star. Yesterday, amidst all this calamity, each block containing 3 floors that house 6 individuals on each received a 5-liter bottle of water to be shared amongst these 6 individuals, but 2 large orange coolers filled with water were given to 2 security guards, 1 each. We are tired. We have protested against this treatment at around 7 a.m. today, upon which we were told that food, water, and generators will be provided, as well as sanitary products for the females and compensation for food spoilage. However, with the failures of many protests before ours, we are yet to believe such until the act is done. Even upon protesting, we expected solidarity from Barbadians as well. However, we were greeted with snug comments from even hall cleaners. We were even told that we are over-exaggerating. We should return back to our countries, and we should stop putting shame on our school. One Barbadian cleaner disgustingly said, "I don't know why they're complaining when they bathe in rivers." I fear that the physical and mental needs of regional students are not of top priority for the administration of UWI Cave Hill. Grenada is one of the largest contributor towards the institution, yet we are treated as dogs in a foreign land. I am urging the relevant authorities to fix this problem. UWI promotes a home away from home environment, yet we feel as outcasts. We are not home away from home. We are living amongst people that care not for our well-being, but for the revenues generated from us, from a concerned student and Grenadian citizen. That one was heavy, boy. And so that's their plight. Here is the protest.
Morning.
Right, folks, so that's the students protesting in Barbados. As we move on right now on Mikey Live. Now, the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, we have another story to tell you that's currently developing in Dominica, where citizens or civilians seem to have been involved in some sort of clash there last night.
I agree with you, my partner. You know, the people, all the people are demanding is that the president of Dominica come and talk to the people. All they want to do is talk to the people. So the barricade is... Set back up! Set it back up! Set it back up! Okay, so the people are... Oh shit! Take it easy, my partner. Okay, so... Oh shit!
These are shots, tear gas shots being fired at the protesters. Today is nomination day in Dominica. Elections is set to be on the 6th of December, and the people are protesting. They say they want electoral reform. The Prime Minister there may not be on the same page as he addressed the nation today in a national address, and he was saying that he was rather disappointed in the outcome of last night's protest. He's saying that all the previous governments, the governments before him, since in fact Dominica would have gained its independence, they were under the same electoral rules, and so what's the point of all this happening right before the election? He is contending that this has nothing to do with elections itself, but alluded to some sort of way of creating instability, given that the elections there will be so soon. You understand? He said it was a sad state that he had to be delivering the address in the manner that he was doing this morning on nomination day, and I think we should be able to get an excerpt from the Prime Minister's presentation this morning, yes, on this protest. In fact, before we go to the Prime Minister, we had one of our own journalists there who says that the situation seems to be blown out of proportion. He says the videos and so on look worse than they actually were. All right, but there are others who have messaged me personally. In fact, I received an anonymous message this afternoon relating to the Dominica situation, and let me see if I can go through that with you. It says here, good afternoon, Mikey. I would like to inform you of the civil unrest that is happening here in Dominica. As of last night, police has interrupted a peaceful protest by firing at least 50 rounds of tear gas on protesters. It says that subsequently, the highway on the western side of the island leading to the capital have been blocked by another group of protesters as of 4 a.m. up until now, and the government seems to be hiding it from the outside world. And they say that they wanted to inform us here about this situation. Here is the Prime Minister on this matter.
Brothers and sisters, good morning. Today, nomination day in Dominica, it is my very sad duty to inform you of events that took place last evening from about 7:15 p.m. These events signaled the intrusion of violence into the election campaign in a manner that is unfamiliar, unnecessary, and unproductive. Ladies and gentlemen, in 18 days, a general election will be held in Dominica, at which time supporters of the UWP can make their opinions clear in the ballot box. Surely, then, election reform cannot therefore be the real reason for these protests. The elections on December 6 are being held under the same electoral laws which have governed Dominica's free and fair elections and democratic process since our attainment of independence. Both the current Labour government and the UWP opposition have been elected through this exact process and under the same laws and conditions. It is this same process and those same laws that saw the United Workers' Party increase its seat count in the last general elections in Dominica, and also its share of the popular vote.
Thank you very much. That's the Prime Minister there, all right? And now, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen, all right? Yeah, folks, we are moving on. All right, now the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, A leading fireman has been killed in Belize, but in the interest of time, we would have to hold back on that one for a while, okay? Yes, in the interest of time. I see that, yeah, we are running out of time. Okay, let's just quickly tell you. So there's this fireman who is also a sportsman, and a teenager walked up to him in the night, shot him, just like that. They say they do not know why, what was the motive for that. They just did it. Just did it. Luckily, as soon as it happened, there was a police in the area who chased him down, and they were able to arrest him. And so he is now facing murder charge. All right. But probably tomorrow, God's willing, we will give you a more in-depth look at that story. Let us take a quick break and return shortly. When we come back, we have a very interesting entertainment piece for you. I want you to hear this entertainment piece, so please stay tuned for when we return.
Courts blackout deals are back. There's no need to wait because these deals are available all week long. Shop now for amazing Black Friday prices Monday 18th to Saturday 23rd November only at Courts. Nobody does Black Friday better. Courts, bringing value home.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, grey and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Granite, St. George.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, don't misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
Because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan, the Entertainer. From Barbados, Rick from Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price: kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island: Grenada Optical, Granance and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kittens Pharmacy, Granance, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You, yes you, we welcome you to a new era. Genesis, Genesis, Genesis. 31st December 2019, All Year's Night, featuring the headline band from Antigua, the original Burning Flames. Burning Flames. Burning Flames, plus more, live at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Get your early bird tickets, 80 EC. Couples early bird tickets, 150 EC. Online at gotofet.com and your regular ticket outlets for a new era. Genesis, Genesis. You, yes you.
All the life. So
Yes, so as I was saying, I'm sorry. The next piece that we have for you is a presentation by a young Grenadian who has been doing really good for herself. her name? Sabrina Francis. And she is in this song that is so international. It's called The Crowd. It's a new song. It was written by Jamila Francis, who is Sabrina's younger sister. Now, they say at the tender age of 14, Jamila was always considered an old soul by the people around her. And the words describe how out of place she sometimes felt. All right? Among, well, the adults and so on. Well, you'll see what I'm talking about. This song is called The Crowd, people. This is your very own Sabrina Francis.
I can't hear myself. This crowd is too loud. I can't find myself. I got lost in this crowd. I can't hear myself screaming, but I could hear myself dreaming. And I don't know how to run, but I'm gonna have to learn. When I see that road, I'd head that way. I'm losing this crowd behind me. And when I am lost, that's when I find my way. When I am lost, I'll find me. Away from the crowd so I can see. Away from the crowd so I can breathe. I'll follow the crowd without knowing. The crowd don't really know where they're going. So over the hills, that's where I'll be, where no wandering crowd has ever seen. Don't worry about me getting lonely. There is an abandoned friend inside me. And I could just see it now. There's not a crowd inside. I am just hanging out with me, myself, and I. Oh, I'm on the road with nothing but a song and a mission. There's nothing in my way, nobody's crowding my vision. But I'm not alone. When I see that road, I head that way. I'm losing this crowd behind me. And when I am lost, that's when I find my way. When I am lost, I'll find me. Away from the crowd so I can see. Away from the crowd so I can breathe. I follow the crowd without knowing. The crowd don't really know where they're going. So over the hills, that's where I'll be, where no wandering crowd has ever seen. Don't worry about me getting lonely. There is an abandoned friend inside me.
There's an abandoned friend inside me. The crowd, a song from Sabrina Francis. Well written and song. Alright? Oh my god. I could listen to this all day, all night. Alright, so thank you. And that was our entertainment piece for today. And we'll have another for you. Give Sabrina a clap, please. We'll have another for you tomorrow, God's willing. Here now, we have for you the National Report.
Work goes according to plan on St. Patrick Road network upgrade. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report for Tuesday, November 19th, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. Work is progressing well on the Government of Grenada and the OPEC Fund for International Development St. Patrick Road Upgrade Project. The St. Patrick project is part of 24 other projects that were approved by Cabinet in April 2019. The construction of culverts, drains, retaining walls, and concrete reinforced sidewalks has been awarded to the Caribbean Consolidated Contractors Limited (CCC). On Monday, CCC's Site Superintendent Joseph Matlin updated GIS on the progress of work at 2 retaining walls and a box culvert in an area called the Wharf in Hermitage, St. Patrick. He said the work to construct the retaining walls was contracted out to a local construction company.
What we are doing here is that we are doing some road expansion. They had some slide movement existing before with a guardrail where it was very hazard for the traffic. So we are doing some road expansion. We're shifting the alignment of the road to the right-hand side. In the process of doing that, commencing that work, as I told you before, we are tackling all the major construction part in terms of all the massive work we're supposed to do. So this is another retaining wall, and this wall is sub out to Mr. Bullen, another subcontractor who is doing this work. Right now, at the stage of this work, it is about 25%. Excavation has done, blinding has poured, and we're getting ready for the steel formation.
Matlin says construction of the box drain has been retained by his company, Consolidated Contractors Company Limited.
We are commencing and constructing another massive box culvert. All right? This box culvert normally has to facilitate because there was overflow of water throughout the existing period before. So we're tackling this box culvert down there is done by our personnel, CCC personnel. We have not subbed up this one. The foreman is a guy by the name of Peter Lawrence, who normally works with the company. He's been working with the company for throughout the years. And he's qualified in doing that because throughout the different projects, he normally do this part of the construction. So he has locals with him who is doing the construction. And the dimension of that bridge is like 8.4 plus 8.2 in terms of width and height. It will facilitate a sidewalk plus a head wall in all the aspects of the box culvert.
The government negotiating team has signed yet another agreement for salary increases, this time with the Grenada Manual, Maritime and Intellectual Workers Union, the GMMIWU. It follows closely on the heels of Monday's signing with members of the Prison Welfare Association. Agreements with the GMMIWU, Police Welfare Association and Prison Officers Welfare Association were brokered during talks late Thursday and early Friday morning. All public officers represented by the unions and staff associations, which have concluded negotiations, will benefit from annual increases of 4% for each of the years covered in the new collective labor agreement. The 12% increase over 3 years is the largest settlement for public sector employees in the last 20 years. The overall cost of the settlement is $43.5 million, which means government will have to undertake extensive reallocation to fund the agreed wage increases.
Ours has been a long history of cordial negotiations, and this time it has been no different. And we can rest assured that the union has advocated and continues to advocate very strongly for the benefits for its members
That's Cabinet Secretary Mrs. Beryl Isaac. The union's General Secretary Oscar Williams says it is a good day for the union.
This contract is a very important contract because it not only covers wage increase, it also covers certain outstanding benefits. Example, the medical tests for cooks. Also, we're looking at contract workers, and also the different category of cooks will be looked at by the Ministry of Education. So there are benefits the cooks will benefit. And also those workers on the estate, we know they will be very happy with this increase. So we want to thank the government negotiation team for the cordial efforts.
This is the National Report. More news after the break. With Grenada poised to record its 7th consecutive year of robust growth in 2019, Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, will present this country's 2020 budget on Wednesday, November 20th, outlining his government's plans to further drive the economy and spur investor confidence. Under the theme Towards Vision 2035, empowering our communities, growing our economy, protecting our environment, strengthening our institutions, Dr. Mitchell will lay out plans to forge ahead with a shared goal for the future, envisioned in the country's 2020 to 2035 National Sustainable Development Plan. The 2020 budget will be broadcast live on GIS Channel 22 and the GIS Facebook page. Beginning at 9 a.m., we will look at some of the government's major projects over the past year. From 9:30 a.m., there will be live commentary, and from 10 a.m., presentation of the 2020 fiscal package. Tune in to the Government Information Service and other stations for the live broadcast of the 2020 budget, Wednesday, November 20th, 2019. Continuing the news, Grenada welcomed more than 3,000 passengers to its shores over the weekend during the inaugural call of the Mindshift from the German cruise line. Tourism Minister, the Honourable Clarisse Modeste, CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, representatives of the Ports Authority, the Royal Grenada Police Force, and Huggins were all present to welcome the crew and visitors. Minister Modeste said the visit is significant for Grenada. For months, Grenada has been training tour operators and tour guides and key personnel to enhance visitor experience. Investment has also been made in foreign language training and marketing the island as a destination of choice for visitors.
It means that a new ship, a ship that has never called into our port, is calling to our port. And for us, it's significant because it means that people are knowing more about Grenada, people are liking Grenada, and new people, their interests have been sparked to come to Grenada. So it tells us that we're doing something good in Grenada. And it also tells us that we have to do enough to ensure that we keep those people coming. When a ship does an inaugural, we want to ensure that it doesn't remain an inaugural full stop, but that there is continuity in the visits, in the calls, and in the persons who come.
The Grenada delegation was given a tour of the ship following a welcome reception. Grenadians continue to take advantage of short-term courses in China that lend to the development of their respective workplaces. Training has been organized by the People's Republic of China with support from the Department of Public Administration, DPA. More in this report by Mina Booker.
The Grenadians will spend about 3 weeks participating in 2 courses, that being processing and preservation techniques for agricultural products and private security and production. This year, a total of 7 bilateral programs were offered to the government of Grenada. To date, 110 Grenadians or 5 delegations journeyed to China, participating in courses which included vocational education management, drug and criminal investigation, anti-corruption and anti-money laundering, along with poverty reduction strategies.
Since 2005, over 1,000 Grenadians have attended seminars or short courses offered by the Chinese government. I believe that all the seminars and training courses will be helpful in enhancing the human resources capacity building of Grenada, and also promote the economic and social development of Grenada. So to the fellow participants, I hope your trip to China will not only enhance your professional knowledge, but also deepen your understanding about China. and so eventually to further promote our bilateral friendship.
That's Mr. Zhao Bote, Director of Bilateral Affairs at the Chinese Embassy. Mrs. Alana Felix Roberts, Human Resource Management Officer in the Department of Public Administration, urged the two last cohorts to make good on the investment.
So I encourage you to make the very best of the experience, make the experience memorable, participate, be engaging, be interactive in your sessions. And while you are going out there to learn, we also want you to acquire new skills, and so in the various areas that you're going to pursue training, but we also encourage you to enjoy the uniquely rich culture of China.
Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Mr. Elvis Maureen, implored on the participants, which include staff of the ministry, agro-processors and farmers, to be trendsetters and make the best use of their training.
Embrace the opportunity and do your best. And be mindful that whatever field you go, whether it's a security field or agriculture, you will come back here and serve. We need it with distinction.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Michael Francois says that the RGPF is happy that a number of their officers have been given the opportunity.
Training is critical in the fight, and any opportunity offered, we should make good use of it. I want to encourage every participant to make good use of this opportunity. You were chosen for this training, and so you are expected to acquire as much knowledge and skills as you can during your stay in China.
Diplomatic relations between the People's Republic of China and Grenada were established back in 1985. Reporting, I am Mina Buka.
And that's the National Report. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson.
Thank you very much, Leslie, and it is now time to take a look at the weather and see what's happening there. So we see in St. George's it's just about 28 degrees Celsius, and the humidity is just about 87%, and the precipitation just about 9%. Winds 11 kilometers per hour. All right, so chance of rain tonight, stay dry. And that's our program for tonight. We want to thank everyone who were part of the program, right? Those of you who contributed and those of you who watched. I realized that Facebook had some issues tonight. There are some people in some countries that were not able to look at us tonight, but let's hope that Facebook will resolve that tomorrow, God's willing, right? Because we ain't playing that. But let's say hello to Camille, Charmaine, Kenneth, Ronick, Kappa, Mishi, Ezron, Lydon, Noreen, Ernesto, Lintona, Kevin, Angel, Zaka. Now we have Eunice, did I say Rose? Did I say Rona? Irma, and Priceless, and Charles Aline is with us as well, and Lorraine is with us as well. Edison and Doris is with us. Thank you guys for watching, and those of you who are tuned in on WPG10, thank you for so doing. And as well, those of you who are first-time viewers to the program, I'd like to say thank you for watching. And before I go, I just want to remind you of the Michael Hutchinson karaoke. All right, on Wednesdays, Gold's Bar, that's in Pedmata from 7 to midnight. On Thursdays, Tio's Bar, Montu, 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. Then we have on Fridays, J&J Restaurant and Bar, Grand Dance, 8 to midnight. Then on Saturdays, Ma Shop in Mondelez, 8 a.m. That's 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. And Sundays, Sweet Corner Bar, Vincent's, and that goes from 8 to 12. So when you want to enjoy good karaoke, you gotta check out that. All right, yeah, man. And if you need some karaoke happening in your area, just check him out. All right, and he'll be able to facilitate that. So folks, that's as far as we can go for tonight. I want to thank you very much, and God bless you and your family. And this has been another Mikey Live. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say Ja. No. Goodbye, everyone.